Hello, and welcome back to Real English with Emma and Alex, where we use everyday topics to help you speak natural, confident English.
I'm Alex. And Emma, before we start, I have a very important question for you.
Sure, go ahead.
If I offered you a cup of coffee right now, would you say yes?
Immediately, without thinking, yes.
Same. And that right there, that automatic yes, that is exactly what today's episode is about. Coffee. And not just the drink, the whole world around it.
The culture, the language, the habits, and today we have 10 really useful English words and phrases connected to coffee that you can actually use in your daily life.
Whether you drink coffee, tea, or just hot water, this vocabulary is for you. So let's get into it.
Alex, I want to start with something personal. Tell our listeners about your Monday morning.
Oh no, do I have to?
Yes, because it's a perfect story.
Okay, so Monday morning, my alarm goes off, I get up, I walk to the kitchen, I reach for the coffee, and the jar is empty.
Oh no!
Completely empty. I forgot to buy more over the weekend, and Emma, I just stood there, in my kitchen, in silence, for about 30 seconds.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking, okay, how serious is this situation? Can I function today? The answer was no. I could not function. By 10 in the morning, I had a headache. By noon, I was sitting at my desk like a very tired, very sad robot.
And that feeling has a name. When you depend on caffeine every day and suddenly you don't have it, your body actually notices. You get headaches, you feel slow, you're in a bad mood.
It's very real and embarrassing, but real.
So here is our first vocabulary phrase of the day, to run on something.
To run on something means your body or your energy is powered by that thing. I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. She's running on pure coffee today.
It's a very natural, very common expression. You'll hear it all the time.
And on Monday, I was running on absolutely nothing. Zero. Empty.
Poor Alex. Okay, listeners, have you ever had a morning like that? Tell us in the comments. We want to know. Let's build some vocabulary. Alex, give us word number 2.
Word 2. To brew. To brew means to make coffee or tea by mixing it with hot water. Every morning, I brew a fresh pot of coffee. Or, how long does it take to brew tea?
You can also use brew as a noun. This is a good brew, or I need a strong brew this morning. Very flexible word.
Word 3. An acquired taste. Something is an acquired taste when you don't like it the first time, but after trying it again and again, you slowly start to enjoy it.
Perfect example. Black coffee. Most people find it too bitter at first, but many coffee lovers say black coffee is the best. They acquired the taste over time.
Other acquired tastes? Dark chocolate, strong cheese, green tea, things that need a few tries before you love them.
Now, here's a quick interaction for our listeners. Pause for just a second and think, what is your acquired taste? Something you didn't like at first, but now you love. Keep that in mind and tell us in the comments later.
Word 4. To keep you going. This phrase means something gives you the energy or strength to continue. This coffee is the only thing keeping me going today. Or, I had a long meeting, but a good lunch kept me going.
Very natural and everyday conversation. You can use it for food, sleep, music, motivation, anything that helps you push through.
Emma, your turn. Tell us your coffee confession.
Okay, I am a simple coffee person. Give me a regular flat white, maybe a little sugar, and I am happy. I don't need anything complicated.
But,
But about once a week when nobody's watching,
yes,
I go to a cafe and I order the most enormous, sweetest, most ridiculous coffee on the menu. Extra syrup, whipped cream on top, the works.
Emma, you said you like simple coffee.
I do, but that sweet, creamy, completely unnecessary drink is my guilty pleasure.
Ooh, great phrase. A guilty pleasure is something you enjoy even though you feel a little bit embarrassed about it. Or you know it's maybe not the best choice, but you enjoy it anyway.
It doesn't have to be food. My guilty pleasure is watching reality TV at midnight, or he says he hates pop music, but singing along is his guilty pleasure.
We all have one, and there is absolutely no judgment here.
What's yours, Alex?
Uh, Instant coffee from a vending machine.
Alex!
It just tastes like childhood to me, okay? Moving on.
More vocabulary. Word 6, a pick-me-up.
A pick-me-up is anything that gives you a boost of energy when you're feeling tired or low. I need a little pick-me-up this afternoon. Or a short walk can be a great pick-me-up.
Very natural and everyday conversation. You can use it for food, a snack, a funny video, a phone call with a good friend. All of these can be a pick-me-up. It's a very warm, casual phrase.
Word 7, to catch up. To catch up with someone means to meet them and talk about what's been happening in your lives, especially if you haven't seen them for a while.
Let's catch up over coffee this weekend. That is one of the most natural English invitations you can make. We haven't talked in ages. We need to catch up.
And notice you catch up with a person. I caught up with my old friend last week. Very common in both British and American English.
Word 8, to sip.
To sip means to drink something slowly in small amounts. She sipped her coffee by the window. He sipped his tea while reading the newspaper.
It gives a calm, relaxed image. The opposite would be gulping, drinking fast. Sipping is slow and peaceful.
Which, honestly, is how coffee should be enjoyed. Not like me on Monday morning standing over the sink drinking it in 10 seconds.
Not exactly sipping. Okay, one more thing about coffee that I find really interesting. It's not just a drink. It's a social ritual.
What do you mean?
Think about it. When you want to meet a friend, what do you say?
Hey, let's grab a coffee.
But do you actually care about the coffee?
Honestly, not that much. I care about seeing my friend.
Exactly. The coffee is just the reason to meet. The real thing is the conversation, the connection, and that brings us to word 9, to settle in.
To settle in means to get comfortable in a place and relax into what you're doing. We ordered our drinks, settled in, and talked for 2 hours. It has a really cozy, comfortable feeling.
And our final word, number 10, to cut back on something.
To cut back on something means to reduce it, to have less of it than before. My doctor told me to cut back on caffeine. I'm trying to cut back on sugar this month.
It's a very useful phrase for talking about habits and health. You'll hear it constantly. Let's do a quick recap, our 10 words from today.
To run on something, powered by, surviving on. To brew, to make coffee or tea. An acquired taste, something you learn to enjoy over time. To keep you going, to give you energy to continue. A guilty pleasure, something you enjoy but feel a little bit embarrassed about.
A pick-me-up, something that boosts your energy. To catch up, to meet and talk about life with someone. To sip, to drink slowly in small amounts. To settle in, to get comfortable and relax. And to cut back on, to reduce, to have less of something.
And that's a wrap on today's episode. Thank you so much for spending time with us.
We want to hear from you. Are you a simple coffee person or a fancy coffee person? And what is your guilty pleasure? Tell us in the comments.
If this episode helped you, please give it a like and subscribe to Real English with Emma and Alex.
Share it with a friend who's learning English or a friend who really, really needs their morning coffee.
Until next time, stay curious,
Stay warm.
and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.